Hey there! Today I have a skincare routine video for you. This is the first video I've done that's not like mostly clothing related, but I did have some requests to do a skincare routine. So I am not an expert on beauty or skincare or anything like that, but I'm just going to share with you what I do, and yeah, I hope it's helpful. So first of all, I'll just tell you a little bit about my skin. So I am 52 years old and I do have oily combination skin. So I have an oily T-zone and kind of a normal to dry rest of my face. I do live in Hawaii, so it is pretty humid here. So I do notice that though when I go on trips to the mainland, sometimes my skin does get a little dry, and it's usually just around my chin area. I'm going to just kind of go over just the different products that I use. And I'll start with the morning routine. So in the morning I get up and usually my face is oily. So I'll have like an oily forehead and T-zone area. So I always start off my day by washing my face. And lately I've been using this. This is the CeraVe Renewing SA Cleanser, and it says it's for normal skin. And this says it gently cleanses and exfoliates while softening and smoothing skin. And this has salicylic acid, and it's a ceramide. So actually I just started using this maybe for about 6 months or so. I think I've actually bought it for one of my daughters. And then they went off to college and they never used it, so I ran out of cleanser and I thought, oh, let me try this. It's been working for me. I don't think it's for everyone because it does have salicylic acid, but that's supposed to help, I guess, exfoliate the skin. So I use that. Okay, and then I also use the Simple Sensitive Skin Micellar Cleansing Water. So I use this kind of as my all-over toner. I get like a cotton swab and I just kind of brush it all over my face. And I think this is very gentle and it does help. Like, I even sometimes have some extra makeup from the night before. I know that's bad, but I do. And that helps get everything off. Okay, so after I cleanse my skin, next I put on this vitamin C serum. And I use the SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic, and it is with 15% L-ascorbic acid. So I don't know if you've heard of these vitamin C serums, but I know there's a lot out there, and I know this one is kind of pricey, but it does last me quite a while. Like I usually just put 4 drops all over my face, and so I stretch this thing out as long as I can. So it typically lasts me about 6 months, and I know it does actually oxidize, so it does turn color, but according to my dermatologist who I purchased this from, and also according to the bottle, it says it will oxidize, but it'll darken with time, but will remain effective. And it does say, okay, this is what the claim is: a daytime vitamin C serum that delivers advanced environmental protection and improves the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, loss of firmness, and brightens skin's complexion. Those are the claims. So yeah, I mean, I just get this through the dermatologist, but this does not require a prescription. So that's the first thing I do, and I put 4 drops all over my face, and then I kind of let it sit for a few seconds. You're probably supposed to let it sit longer, but anyway, so after that, I use this. It's a SkinCeuticals sunscreen. So I don't actually put on a separate moisturizer. I just use the vitamin C serum, and then I use this as my moisturizer. This is the SkinCeuticals Ultimate UV Defense Sunscreen, and it says it's SPF 30, and it's a nourishing UVA UVB protective cream with transparent zinc oxide. So here it is, and yes, this is also pretty pricey for a sunscreen, but you know, it's kind of in line with other high-end, like I used to use the Shiseido one. I do really like this, and it's to me it's pretty moisturizing. So after I put the vitamin C, I'll put this all over my face, and then I'll kind of let it sit for a while before I end up putting my makeup on. Okay, and now let's talk about my evening routine. So before I go to bed, I'll cleanse my skin pretty much the same way with this and the micellar water. Oh, and I'll take off my makeup with, I've been just using this Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover. So I kind of like this one. Those are all things you can just pick up at the drugstore. But I also use a couple things that you need a prescription for. So these I got from the dermatologist. And one is this Tretinoin, which is the 0.05% Tretinoin Cream from Obaji, and this is a retin-A. And then I also use this one. This is the Obaji Nu-Derm Blender PM, and it's the Skin Lightener and Blending Cream. So you're supposed to blend these together. And this one has hydroquinone. Yeah, hydroquinone. So I will put these on. I'll just put like a, you're supposed to use like a pea-sized dab of the tretinoin, and I use it sparingly. And then this Obaji, this is a skin lightener. I just put it around on my spots, like, or my melasma. So just real quick, I'll tell you a little bit about Obaji. I've been using these Obaji products for about maybe 5.5 years or so. You have to get them from the dermatologist, and I first started using them because I wanted to do something about my melasma, and I still do have spots. I don't know if you can tell, I do have foundation on, but yeah, it was really bad before, and I had tried some over-the-counter stuff like the Clinique Even Better system, so I tried that and it didn't really make a difference. So I asked my daughter's dermatologist, because I was taking them to the dermatologist for their pimples, you know, and if there was anything that she could recommend for the melasma, and then she recommended the Obaji system. So I did do that, and basically you have to buy like a whole system, and it includes this Tretinoin Cream, which is a Tretinoin Cream. Initially we'll start with the 0.1%, which is a stronger concentration, and also you use a blender and a clear. So there's two creams that you have to buy that are the skin lighteners, and again they have hydroquinone in them. So basically what you do is you go through the system, and your face is going to peel. It's going to peel, it's going to be red, and it's going to be flaky. And that'll go on for maybe, you know, a month or so, and everyone's skin is different. But after that, you know, you have like supposedly the fresh new skin left, and it does look a lot better, and your age spots are greatly diminished. So I think it really worked for me, and I can just say that a couple months after I finished doing the Obaji thing, I went to a family gathering. It was actually a funeral for my uncle, and then all my aunties were like, wow, what did you do to your face? Your skin looks so good. So I think it did make a difference, to be honest, big difference. But one thing about if you do the Obaji system, you have to be buying these products probably for the rest of your life. So you have to keep it up, because if you stop using them, I think the spots will come back basically when you go in the sun. So also another thing is, after going through the Obaji system, you do have to really be careful about when you go in the sun. So always wear sunscreen, which I do, and then try to wear like a hat. So I always wear a hat when I go walk my dogs, or anytime I'm in the sun for a long period of time. So you do have to kind of maintain it afterwards. And then actually this hydroquinone, you're supposed to take a break from it every once in a while. So like maybe I'll use this for 6 months, and then I'll just stop. And then, you know, if my spots come back, I'll start using it again. But anyway, hopefully that's helpful and that's not too confusing, but this is something you definitely have to get through a dermatologist. So if you're interested in these products, I'll put a link down below to the Obaji Nu-Derm site, and this, by the way, is in no way sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I am not affiliated with Obaji at all, I just used it. And so, but I'll put a link down below in case anyone wants to find out more about it. There is a lot of information on their website, and they even have like some pretty amazing before and after photos. So, and then also twice a week I try to exfoliate with one of these type of external exfoliating products. And what I've been using recently is this one, and it's by Epici. And my pronunciations are really bad, so if anyone knows how to really pronounce this, please comment below. But anyway, this one I actually had gotten in my Ipsy bag. I used to do Ipsy for years and years, but I recently stopped because I have too much makeup. And yeah, I really like this one, and it has a kind of a pleasant smell, and I just use this like twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. Okay, so that is my everyday skincare routine. AM and PM. I hope that was helpful. Again, I'm not an expert in skincare in any way, but I have been using this routine for quite a while, so I am pretty comfortable with it. But if you're interested in using any of like the Obaji products, I would strongly recommend that you go talk to your dermatologist and see if that might be right for you. But everybody's skin is different. I know I've talked to some people that have used the Obaji system, And you know, some of them really liked the results initially, but they just didn't want to maintain it. And I've also had like one friend mention that she tried it and it didn't make any difference for her. So, you know, everybody is different. If you are interested in trying it, you definitely should talk to your doctor. But that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks again. Bye now.